Well, he was going on and on about this college and that grad school, and I didn't want him to think I was some kind of stupid loser.
You thought the opposite of stupid loser was community college graduate?
Number 10. Red Sweater Photo. In the episode The Itchy Brain Simulation, Leonard takes a walk in Sheldon's metaphorical shoes when he agrees to wear a very itchy sweater until he resolves the problem of an unreturned DVD.
Let's share the experience. You got it.
If this sweater shuts you up, I'm gonna make a fortune selling them to everyone we know.
The itchy sweater here is the metaphorical equivalent of Sheldon's itchy brain when things go unresolved. Unfortunately for Leonard, returning the long overdue DVD isn't as easy as he initially assumed it would be, and the sweater is taking a toll on his skin and his mental well-being.
Just trying to find a stupid next of kin to this stupid video store owner so I can return the DVD and see the look on Sheldon's stupid face when he sees that I didn't let this get to me.
Penny implores him to take it off when Sheldon isn't around, but he refuses. So, Penny tries to help him get a refund on his expensive education instead.
Smile.
What is that? What is that for?
So you can send it to Princeton and get your money back.
Number 9. The Kardashians of Science. Most of the insults hurled on the show are thrown by the members of the gang at each other.
I know what it's like to put your heart and soul into something and get nothing out of it.
You mean your acting career?
No.
Your relationship with Leonard?
But in this case, the jab's target is a branch of science.
There are so many exciting areas. Black holes, dark matter.
Oh, Leonard was telling me about dark matter, but I didn't really understand it.
Don't feel bad. Neither does he.
When Sheldon begins looking for a new field of study to pursue, he's shocked to discover that they have a geology book in the apartment, which is a brand of science he has no respect for. When Penny questions him as to the problem with geology, Sheldon comes back with a dig at the earth science that also throws some shade on America's most famous reality show family.
Let me put this in a way you'll understand, Penny. You remember how you explained to me that the Kardashians aren't real celebrities? Well, geology is the Kardashians of science.
Number 8. The Donkey Kong comparison. Besides the Howard doesn't have a PhD jokes, the most common jabs on the series might have been the ones focused on how Leonard gets Penny, given how much more attractive she is than him.
Where'd he go? Hang on, this guy's telling me how he got the serial apis girl to marry him.
This guy? But he's wearing a change maker.
Sheldon also likes to poke fun at Leonard's size. How many of us can credit him with teaching us the term homunculus?
Perfectly formed miniature human being. Don't do that.
And so, when Leonard reveals his love for the Donkey Kong video game, Sheldon gets in a great dig by pointing out the similarities between the game's characters and his odd shape of pursuit of Penny.
No, because I liked it.
No, don't get defensive. You're oddly shaped, but you got the girl.
Number 7. Bernardet gets theoretical. The show did a good job of not falling into the easy trap of catty insults with their female characters.
You didn't see that one coming, did you?
Oh, yeah? Well, you're not gonna see this coming.
However, in season 6, when Sheldon and Howard get into it over a parking spot, their female partners also get into the defense of their beefing boys. And while Amy does get a good shot in regarding Howard and his attachment to his mother,
And yes, that is a cleverly veiled reference to Howard's lifelong obsession to crawl back into her spacious womb.
it's Bernadette that wins the war of the words with her comparison of Sheldon's theoretical work in physics to his similarly theoretical work in the bedroom.
Gosh, Amy, I'm sensing a little hostility. Is it maybe because, like Sheldon's work, your sex life is also theoretical?
Damn.
Even Penny can't hold back her appreciation of Bernadette's major burn. Number 6. Penny pokes fun at Howard's private life. Until Howard met Bernadette, he didn't have much success with the ladies, at least with those he didn't have to pay.
May I introduce my special lady friend, Summer?
Howard, I told you, touching's extra.
Right? Sorry.
That being said, one can understand Penny's shock when during dinner one night, Howard gets a phone call and is happy to declare it means he's going to have sex later.
Ooh, looks like I'm gonna have sex tonight. Hey, baby.
His right hand is calling him?
At the time, she doesn't know that Howard has started a friends with benefits relationship with Leslie Winkle.
I say we make every moment count.
I agree. How exactly do we do that?
So, when she hears that he's going to be getting some later, the most obvious explanation is that it was his right hand on the phone. Number 5. Is Sheldon an alien? Sure, Sheldon is a little different from most, but we're almost 100% sure he isn't an alien.
When I encountered alien life, I discovered that the key thing was not to sit in its spot.
All right, you can't breathe our air without an inhaler. He's allergic to earth nuts, but I'm the alien.
Although that is a direction his friends sometimes like to go when it comes to their insults. Leonard has had fun with it on occasion.
Sorry. I've been dreaming about going to the Large Hadron Collider since I was 9 years old.
Yeah? Well, I've been dreaming about spending Valentine's Day with a girl since I was 6.
But back in season 3, it was Penny's turn to get in a witty alien jab. And she got her opportunity when Sheldon attempts to convince her to let him go to Switzerland in her place so he can visit the Large Hadron Collider.
All right, let's dispense with the friendly banter. I believe you know why I'm here.
Well, I always figured it was to study us, discover our weaknesses, and report back to your alien overlords.
When he shows up in the laundry room asking her if she knows why he has come to see her, she doesn't hesitate. Number 4. Howard's cowboy hat. From his dickies to his ridiculous tight pants, Howard's clothes were always good for a few laughs.
Howard, a girl doesn't go out with a man like you with your looks, your fancy patter, and your tight hoochie pants if she's not expecting him to eventually make the move.
But one of the best jabs at what he was wearing came from Raj and involved an item that wasn't part of the standard everyday Howard wardrobe. When the guys go to Texas to get Sheldon, Howard, in an attempt to blend in, purchases a red cowboy hat.
Will you please take that stupid hat off?
No, I want to blend in.
Do what? Toy Story?
However, the hat, along with his yellow shirt, are the complete opposite of blending in, which Raj hysterically points out via a quick-witted Pixar movie reference.
Great, that's just great. This will be the first year I miss cowboy camp, all because of my stupid hat.
Number 3. Zach and Spongebob. Zach Johnson was Penny's on-again, off-again boyfriend, and although he was a, to quote Penny, perfectly nice guy, he was also a perfectly not very smart guy.
Because other than when you broke up with him and dated me, then broke up with me and then dated me one more time before going back to him, I was always rooting for you two.
This led to plenty of mocking whenever he was around the Big Bang geniuses.
I love science. Einstein, Stephen Hawking, Mike deGrasse Tyson.
Mike deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah, you know, the boxer who grew a mustache and became a scientist.
And while this did give us plenty of insults to pull from, it was Sheldon who got in the best dig on the season 4 episode, the Justice League Recombination. When Zach sits down to talk science with the science dudes, he brings up an interesting fact he learned about starfish on the Discovery Channel.
Turns out that if you kill a starfish, it'll just come back to life.
Was the starfish wearing boxer shorts? Because you might have been watching Nickelodeon.
He doesn't get the facts just right though, which leads to Sheldon questioning what channel he was actually watching. Number 2. Sheldon doesn't think Leonard has a chance.
Oh, hi.
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 Hi?
We don't mean to interrupt. We live across the hall.
In the pilot episode, Leonard, completely infatuated with new neighbor Penny, declares that their babies will be smart and beautiful. In fact, in the show's final episode, Sheldon mentions this moment during his Nobel Prize acceptance speech.
He said to me that their babies would be smart and beautiful. And now that they're expecting, I have no doubt that that will be the case.
However, while the line has become an iconic quote in the history of the series, what many might forget is that in that pilot, Leonard's quote was followed by a nice put down from his good friend Sheldon.
You're not done with her, are you?
Our babies will be smart and beautiful.
Not to mention imaginary.
Like everyone else around Leonard, Sheldon assumed that his relationship with Penny would forever remain a fantasy. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Tall, pale and awkward, Raj does make a good point.
You know, if you'd rather skip lunch and hang out with your boyfriend Bert, it's totally okay.
He's not my boyfriend.
Are you sure? He's tall, pale, and awkward. That sounds like your type.
Leonard's work does seem complicated. Sheldon gets in a good jab at Leonard, even when he isn't there to hear it.
Leonard is attempting to learn why subatomic particles move the way they do.
Really? That's it? Well, that doesn't sound so complicated.
It's not. That's why Leonard does it.
Penny gets in on the Howard doesn't have a PhD joke. Just because she never graduated doesn't mean Penny can't join in.
Wow, so that means you're a doctor, you're a doctor, you're a doctor, you're a doctor, and Howard, you know a lot of doctors.
Sheldon doesn't turn Penny on, and he's totally okay with that.
I would ask you to find some way to suppress your libido.
I could think about you.
Fine, whatever works.
Traffic court insult. Insulting the judge is never a smart idea.
Oh, I'm following the law. I'm ignoring you.
Really? I would point out that I am at the top of my profession while you preside over the kiddie table of yours.
Number 1. Sheldon mocks Penny's education. When Zach isn't around, Penny is usually the one on the other end of the "you aren't super smart" insults. Besides, of course, Howard.
There are a lot of successful people in this country who are community college graduates.
Yeah, but you are neither.
Right.
Not only does Penny lack a PhD, but she also lacks a degree from the community college she attended. And it is that time at community college that Sheldon uses as a basis of his insult towards her in a funny moment of frustration in season 4.
Hey, I think I know how you did the card trick.
Oh, please. If I don't know, you don't know. That's axiomatic.
Come here.
You're right.
When Sheldon finds himself getting more and more aggravated at not being able to figure out Howard's card trick, he doesn't take too kindly to Penny telling him that.
Oh, big deal. Not knowing is part of the fun.
Not knowing's part of the fun. Was that the motto of your community college?